Why are you so eager to get through 2024 and enter 2025? Exactly this question I asked myself this morning because I observed that for the last days I just want to get through it. Like everything inside of me is telling me that I just want to finish 2024 to finally end in 2025. And this morning I told to myself this has to stop because I always feel that when we want to get through something, time doesn't fly. We are draining ourselves with our own thoughts because we just want to get through something. And I know that every single time we feel this urge to get through something and this impatience inside of us arises that we just want to get through it, there's something to learn. And there's something profound in these emotions that can help us change our perspective. Listen to this. Yesterday evening, I watched It's a Wonderful Life. It's a black and white movie from 1946, I think, and it is so beautifully made. And the message at the end of the movie is literally everything is perspective. You can see your current reality in an infinite amount of perspectives. Meaning, for example, I put it on myself right now. In my situation, I'm like, oh, just want to leave this place, just want to get through it, don't know what to do with my life, blah, blah, blah. So this morning I was like, okay, what can I all do right here and right now to give myself something to do? And then I started to write down all the things that I can do inside of my house. And I realized I have tons of stuff to do. Like there's tons of things that I can do. And I'm like, why do human minds create misery and suffering and like dissatisfaction so very often out of nowhere? Like I'm in this gorgeous place. You hear the birds behind me. I am healthy. I mean, almost healthy. I have a little cold still, but I'm like, what's wrong? Like everything literally is perspective. I mean, that's why it doesn't matter often in which circumstances you're in, but it's all about your mindset. It's all about your perception of things. And yesterday I also learned, for example, that the word divinity means to transcend perceived limitations. To transcend perceived limitations. And that for me makes so much sense because whenever we are in a situation, whenever we are in a circumstance that we want to change, that we don't want to be in anymore, the first thing we have to do is accept that we feel the way that we feel, and then figure out a way to change our perspective about and around the situation, the circumstances we're in. And suddenly, miraculously, it feels like a switch in your brain just got turned on and you see everything differently. So for me, for example, I was like, I had no energy, no motivation, I didn't know what to do, and I'm just like, I don't know, I was very unhappy and unfulfilled already for a couple of weeks. I have problems with patience, like most of us, though I would say that I really practice my patience a lot, but it's definitely something I can work on way more. And yeah, sorry, my husband just looked through the window. He's hungry, but I want to finish this. So with just simply changing my perspective about my situation, I suddenly realized, oh my goodness, like I have an entire day of time. I can do Pilates, I can read a book, I can write poems, I can journal, I can cuddle my cat, I can go for a walk, I can watch the sun, I can call a friend, I can clean the house, I can pack my clothes, pack my suitcase for our upcoming travels, I can clean the closet, I can cook something, I can bake something. Like, do you get it? Like, so much to do, and I'm in this amazing situation that I can do it, It's like this morning I woke up and I'm like, oh my god, a couple of years ago when I still had to work physically for like a company, for example, every morning I would be like, oh my god, I would do everything in the world right now to just stay at home and read and do what I want. And guess what, now I can do it. So why am I freaking making myself so miserable? So with that being said, if you're watching this video and if you're currently unhappy, unsatisfied, trust me, I get you, I feel you, I got you. Sit down on your ass right now, take a piece of paper and write down, what can I do? What do I have? Oh yeah, because in addition to writing down what can I do right now, I also wrote down everything that I have. And I believe that in every situation you find so many things that you have right now, from the smallest things, like you have lungs to breathe. Do you know how many people are in the hospital connected to a machine because their lungs are not working? Do you want to be in that position? No. So the lungs are working, the heart is beating, your eyes are opening. If you have all of your body parts, like just your pure existence, you will find 100,000 things you're grateful for. And we humans, in addition, have so much more. We have a bed, we have a fridge, we have our legs to walk, you know, like, so you start with writing down everything, okay, whatever, it doesn't matter if you write down first everything that you have and then move to what you can do in your situation right here and now. But trust me, if you only answer these two questions for yourself, you will feel, I don't know, so positive, like something inside of you will shift and suddenly you will feel so positive and you will feel such a gratitude but also happiness. So that's what happened to me, and I have my lists now, and today I will just look at these lists more often and work with them. Because, you know, guys, I really, really, really don't want to feel and be miserable in this life. Like, I want to be a sunshine for other people's lives, and I want to be a sunshine for myself. And I don't know, I'm just so drawn to this deep inner work, and I always analyze everything so much. And sometimes I feel like I'm loading and loading and loading myself with so much heavy energy. But then on the other side, I somehow also always figure out how to transcend that energy. And one of my not role models, but people who inspire me a lot, for example, is Dalai Lama, because I've heard that when you're in his presence, only the light exists. He has trained his spirit and mind so much that he can take on the heaviness of other people and the world and of situations and transcend it into the light. And I believe that this is so, so, so beautiful. And I don't know, the only thing that always comes to my mind is if you found a way to reduce suffering and pain in other people, in their lives, in their hearts, in their souls, in their minds, you got to share it. And very often people tell me that when they're in my presence, they feel so safe and they feel so seen and heard and understood. And that's such a beautiful compliment. And I hope that when you're watching this video, you feel the same, and that you drop me a comment. Like, you guys don't know how much it means to me when someone is commenting under my videos and sharing a part of their story and opening up their hearts. Like, I read through every single comment and I'm always so grateful and so inspired, because I just love when people share what's really going on inside of them, what's really on their minds, what's really in their hearts. Like, you don't need to make up a story for me. You don't need to, I don't know, pretend that everything is super amazing. Like, just be honest. Like, honesty is so powerful and it's so freeing. Like, the second when I become honest with myself about how I really feel, and I'm not trying to, well, be the sunshine all the time, from that moment on I feel more peace, you know. And I believe that all good comes from peace, a state of peace. Yes, we can also create in times of chaos. If the intention is right and the heart is at the right place, from chaos comes beauty too. But peace is more powerful. Sorry, my nose. It's cold outside, but I really wanted to be outside because, guys, it's so beautiful. Maybe I will show you. But yeah, so everything comes from peace. And if we manage to find that peace within, then everything's gonna be so much more peaceful around us too. So yeah, I hope you like my video. I hope it just reminds you to, whatever you're going through right now, there's always a couple more, if not 1,000 more perspectives. Try to zoom out, try to change your perspective. Ask yourself, wow, look, this is so beautiful. I'm just getting prepared for the next chapter. Like, God has already a plan for your life. Like, there's some path, some divine, very fulfilling, very joyful, very meaningful and impactful life path, which will serve humanity for its highest goods, made for you. And the only thing you need to do is accept your current situation, see and understand that this is the preparation for the person you need to become in order to get this meaningful, fulfilling, abundant life that you're craving so deeply inside of you. But you will only get it if you go through it. There's no skipping. Yes, you can like quantum jump your lifelines and change fast, but only after you have accepted and transcended the current limitations of your reality. See it as a video game. You're in a room right now. Sure, you need to open the door to walk through it, right? But in order to do that, you need to transcend. You can see it from one perspective. Oh no, I'm captivated. I'm in this room. This is my end. But what if there's another room after the room, and another, and another, and another? And the only thing you need to do is tell yourself, this is just a room. There are thousands of rooms more for me to explore. You get it? Divinity to transcend perceived limitations. We are creating the limitations of our realities for ourselves. We are limiting our circumstances. We are limiting our realities. We are limiting our opportunities, our possibilities. We are reducing our powers if we are not removing those mentally created limitations. They don't exist. There's nothing that exists. Okay. So yes, thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.